Yeah, we broke. Sorry about that. Computer crash. Decided to poop out on me. My bad. We'll see if we can get all those people back. This fucking computer, man. I need to get.
We broke. Sorry
about
that.
Get a new one.
Computer crash. Decided to poop out on me. My bad.
We'll see if we can get all those people back. This fucking computer, man. Oh, this computer pisses me off. It really does. I don't know why it does that. It doesn't do it too often. It's really only when like there's a lot of people in there. It never does it when there's nobody watching. It's only when there's a lot of people. It's crazy. It tilts me so hard. I can't believe this computer does this. I paid 4 G's for this computer, and it does this all the time when I'm streaming. It only does it when there's a lot of people. It never does this. It never does this when there's nobody watching. Only when there's like 50 people. It's the weirdest thing. Anyways, I was talking about the SPY. I think the SPY probably, if we don't find massive support at 380 right here at this 38.2 level, we're gonna see this come down to the golden zone. That's kind of what I was saying. That's kind of what I was saying. So basically, this golden zone is active now. Once it broke this 420 level, this was active. If we break 38.2, we're coming down here. So we'll have to see what happens with that. We need confirmations, right? We need a breakout and a close below the 38.2, but I don't know. I'm not really sure. It's so funny when I started talking about people stealing my TA and using it on their own, we crashed. I'm not gonna say any names, but I've been watching a couple of videos of a big YouTube streamer, and it's very coincidental when I start talking about something that ends up on their next video. I feel like it's funny. Just send a DM, dude. Send a message. Say hello. We can be friends. You ain't gotta hide in the darkness and take all my stuff. Let's be friends. I see it. It's happened. It's been happening for a while. So we'll just say that. I'll talk about something. I'll put a video out. Next thing I know, it's on their channel. Like they created this, so they found it. It's just kind of funny. But anyways, let's wait for some people to get back in here because my computer decided to. No, it's not the internet. It's my actual computer. It's my actual computer. And like I said, I called this 38.2 hit on the SPY, and after it got hit, next thing you know, they make a video with the same thing. It's like, come on, bro. I know you know about me. We've talked before. Just say hello. Say what's up. It ain't gotta be like this. Anyways, let's see who's in here. Tim, what's up, man? Thank you for coming back. Jimmy says you broke. Yeah, I know. Puts on my computer company. I know. It always gives me a management. It gives me a memory management issue, an error. It says memory management and it just crashes. It does this in a couple games that I play, and it does it when I'm streaming. It never does it any other time. It's kind of weird. So I think maybe it has something to do with my RAM. Maybe I need to get my RAM looked at. I'm not sure. But it doesn't do it too often. Only when it matters is when it does it. It's almost like comical. All right, 341 on the ticker for Mavis. And it just, I don't know. We need confirmations, right? I mean, right now we're still consolidating, so we just need some confirmations. It is very nice that we got above the 50, though. I'll tell you that much. Who's back in here? We got 23 people back in here. I hate that too, because normally we don't have 50 people in here, so it would make sense that I get 50, 60 people in here and we crash. It's just my luck. It's just my freaking luck. What can I say? We'll see what happens though. Let's open Weeble again. Check volume. Let's see. Let's check the hourly volume actually. Hourly volume looks good. We have a million in volume in the last hour. That's real good. So ever since what time was this AK filed? I feel like it was just filed a couple hours ago. So it makes sense. People are looking at this as good, and that is good that the sentiment is changing. That's really good for us. I remember when this Mavis subreddit had like 5,000 people. Now we got 43,000. That's pretty good. Related to the spike or not, something has or nothing burger. It's fun to have an excited thread again. Yeah, it's so funny when anything happens with this stock, people just come out from under the rocks. And that's because they know this isn't a meme stock. They know this is not a meme stock. So when something happens, people come out. And I guarantee you, We're going to see movement retail wise. Volume, we're going to start seeing a lot of volume if something ends up happening. You're going to see this go back in the 20, 30 million volume when something happens. Probably more than that. You don't get a severance when you quit or get fired. You get a severance when you hang on. Change is imminent. LFG. That's true. That is true. You do not get a severance if you get fired. If you hold on to the end and you take it like a man, you get your severance. I can't. What is he going to say on the June 1st, man? I'm wondering what we're going to get. I wonder if we're going to get any news or anything like that. Busted Knuckles says, I was the first to hit like button on post crash video. Thanks, brother. I appreciate it. Make sure you guys re-hit that like button for me. Hopefully we don't break again. That'd be great. Let's see. Yeah, everything seems to have like perked up since it's 8K. People are getting on the Reddit, talking. People are, it seems like sentiment is nice right now for the most part. I just can't really, I don't know. I feel like I know there's been deals talked about. I know that they're in talks with people. We already know that. It's not like that's new. Like we know they're talking to people about the future of this company, whether it's a buyout, a merger, whatever, just selling LiDAR. We know that there are talks, and I just think it's a matter of time. This is not a stock that's getting delisted. This is not a stock that's not going to have movement. We're in a bear market right now, and we're holding up nicely. And I think once that changes, or we get some kind of news, you're going to see this thing fucking rip. And we're going to be very happy. I'm just convinced. I don't have any other. I'm just convinced about it. Imagine selling right now. Imagine selling for pennies. Like imagine this thing going to like $6-7 and selling and taking profit. It's just like the worst idea ever. It's the worst idea. You got to hold. You got to hodl. If you're hodling the stock until Catalyst or until we get over $36, let's get some rockets up in the chat right now. I am definitely holding for that. There's no way I'm selling at $15, $20, $25. It's not happening. Not happening. Zuri says, what is an 8K? So this is a filing they have to do when something changes within the company. If it affects the shareholders, I think they have to file an 8K. Let's see here. This guy says, don't rule out a hostile takeover bid. Don't accept lowballs that kick SS to the curb. I could see how this could be maybe something like that, but probably not. I doubt it. If you have best in class, you don't take a lowball. You just don't do it. You just do not do it. It doesn't make sense. I'm holding. Boomer's holding. Knuckles is holding. Tim's holding. Yeah. So even at $20, I'm personally not even considering selling at $20, $25. That's not me. I'm not looking to do that. If we don't hit, at a bare minimum, I won't even start thinking about selling until $40. That's just my personal, I'll just hold it. I have money invested here. I don't need that money. It's money that I have invested in this company and I'm willing to hold and delay gratification. If you understand delayed gratification, that means basically in a nutshell, don't take pennies when you could make Benjamins. You know what I mean? Yeah, you're going to be able to make money in this stock when it goes to $10, $12. Why would you take anything there? You've been holding through all this stuff, everything we've gone through. It makes no sense to sell for pennies. Go look at airbag companies. If you delayed gratification in an airbag company in the 90s and the early 2000s, you got fucking stupid paid. You got stupid paid. And that's exactly what's going to happen here. Wouldn't a hostile takeover require buying 50.1% of the company? I would think so, but I don't really know. Like I said, I don't know the ins and outs, so I would imagine that yes, that's probably what would have to happen. Zuri says, is this good or bad? Most people taking this as good. I think this is good. It seems like they're trying to protect people because something's about to happen within the company. And that's what seems like is happening. So I take it as good. And if I took it as bad, I would say it, but I don't. It looks bullish to me. There's not really any more comments on this. Let's go to the day trading subreddit for Mavis. And we'll see what people are saying in there. I absolutely despise the guys that run this subreddit. I think they're freaking clowns. But there is a lot of great info here. I will not take that away from them. This guy says buyout. I'm feeling more and more confident a buyout will be here before the end of the year. Maybe. Laser's down 11.5% today. So we're holding it pretty good. We'll open that up. This is what somebody put on here. Microsoft is selling the metaverse. Come on, bro. Hold on. Microsoft is selling the metaverse now, and it's helping make everything from robots to catch up. Okay, I'm not going to read all this. I thought it had something to do with Mavis, but this looks like something for our AR vertical, maybe. We'll read that later. This guy says, pack the bags and make your final cheap buys, baby. BFF. Samsung on Tuesday outlined a plan to pour more than $350 billion into its businesses and create tens of thousands of new jobs over the next 5 years. Right now we're at $3.40. Yo, what up, Joanne Weeks? What's up? Make sure you guys hit the like button. If you're not a subscriber, hit the subscribe button. If you want to join the Discord team, send me email zonetradinggroup@gmail.com. And if you want to support me and my literally extremely hard work I put in this channel, consider hitting the join button below this video and joining the team. There's like 3 levels of support. The cheapest one's like $3. So just think about it. Let's go back to the, where are we? Oh, I was reading these. That's right. Let's scroll down. Let's look at T. Dello says. This guy puts out some TA. Sometimes he's spot on with, stuff, but I don't necessarily really like this guy's TA. I don't think it's that good, but that's neither here nor there. I am staying fairly neutral to this. There are a number of ways to interpret this. None of it is particularly negative, but it also is not necessarily indicative of something in the very near term either. I believe this is the first amendment to the employee agreement since both Drew and Verma have been there, though. So while this is still bullish to me, it may simply be cleaning up everything so they can be ready for anything. The number of possible anythings that could be coming are so very numerous, though. From being acquired to merging with another company to defending from a hostile takeover attempt, so many different possibilities that are all generally pretty good. Any of that would be good. Even in a hostile takeover, I feel like we still make money. I really do. So. Every other, this is good. Every other LiDAR company is in the red today except us. Laser, LIDR, AEVA, Invis, OUST, CPTN, VLDR, all these are negative, plus 5% basically. And we're in the green, so that's good. Here to trigger you says, feel bad for Laser, bro. They're so undervalued that the CEO isn't collecting a dime in salary until they hit $50 a share. See what else we can find on here. Laser almost hit SSR while we were holding up remarkably well. Yeah, they did almost get halted. Pretty close. Almost 10% for the day. Damn, that's PR timing. Feels like it lifted the entire market. And it's crazy. This happened a week before shareholder, guys. I think that's not coincidence. Yep, Optimal. Appreciate you, man. Thank you for being here. Much love. Oh, why does it keep closing that? Damn it. As it stands right now, Mavis is up 2.37%, but we were down like 6%, I think. Correct me if I'm wrong. I think earlier we were down like close to 6%. So nice recovery. Almost a 9% jump. Pretty good. Pretty damn good. And if we look at the chart, you will see that, we're still in this consolidation, all right? We did break up and come up to this zone up here and kind of reject off. So, but I think that, you look at the SMAs and stuff, it really, really looks like we're just ready to move to the top side. It just does. Maybe we don't. I don't know. But everything looks like it's ready, especially now that we have all this pressure built up from consolidating buy and sell orders. Most people buying, I think more buys than sells. And I think that's going to help drive the price up above that 200 SMA. So I think we see above, I think we see $4 here pretty soon, you guys. I really do. I think $4 is in the near future. I truly believe that. I didn't choose this stock. The stock chose me. That's what I'm talking about. It really does. It bees like that. Joanne Weeks has been riding the NVIDIA bus for a while, and it just makes too much sense for me not to hop off it. Yeah, I know. I would love to do something with them. That would be great. Sam Ace's fee rate jumped to 27.4%. Someone may have just recalled their shares. Did it really jump to 27%? Interesting. Interesting. Interesting indeed. Let's see. Let's just read some more comments here on Reddit. I wonder if Summit Sharma checks the sub out once they release a PR to see how we're reacting. Of course. Duh. I mean, come on, bro. Of course. Just reading some more of these comments here. I sure hope we can publicly disclose the potential LiDAR customers at some point. Well, they have to at some point. In Q3. I don't know if it'll be Q3, but they have to do it at some point. We have the right to know who's buying our shit. We own this company. Don't forget that. We own this company. I am happy with what management is telling us and doing, but it seems like the public is only focused on the quasi deals and partnerships being touted by our competitors. Yeah, it seems that way. It seems that way. Let's watch this. Hey, that's cool. I guess this is the LiDAR system working. That's pretty cool. And this is on LinkedIn. This is posted by David Keelaf. I mean, LiDAR is obviously becoming relevant. It's so good for us just across the board if other companies are doing things. It really is. Trying to read some more of these comments. Let's see if we can find anything worth anything. Make sure I don't miss any comments here. Lasers. Pew pew. Yeah, exactly. Lasers and shit. I don't know why it keeps closing that. It's super irritating. Let's see. I'm just reading some of these comments, you guys, hoping to extract anything of value. Most of it's just retail BS. But some of these people know what they're talking about. I really want to read comments from people who have been in, like, have any of you actually been a part of a company that was bought out? If you have, did it play out anything like what's happening with Mavis? I mean, if you're in the chat right now and you hear me, let me know if you've ever been a part of anything like this, because I never have, so I don't really know exactly what to be looking for. But it seems like there's something in the works. I swear it just keeps closing it. I don't know why. Oh my god. Let me pull this back up. We'll go to best and see what comes up. How are these the best? What? Some of these don't really mean anything. I do want to read this though. Let me pull this up. What is this one? Oh, this is a 10Q. Okay. This is their 10Q. We don't care about that one. This is the one we care about. If you guys didn't know this, you're just joining. They dropped an AK today. You go read it yourself. Go Go to microvision.com, click on investors, and then go to filings, SEC filings. And you can find it right here. Kind of a short paragraph, but I mean... So the board of directors approved certain amendments. So they basically just edited. So wait, hold on. So did they just edit the original change of control, or is this a brand new one? Because it says they approved certain amendments. That means edits. So I think they edited the original change of control, right? I feel like that's what that means. That's what an amendment is. It's like a redo. I don't think this is a brand new one. This is like they just edited the old one to me. Let me know what you guys think in the chat. I'm trying to put it all together myself. The foregoing description of the amendments to the plan is a summary, is not complete, and is qualified in its entirety by the terms and conditions of the plan. Okay. Well, they made it pretty hard to really dissect what the hell that means. You know, it's kind of difficult, to be honest. They didn't really say too much, but they kind of did. So it's kind of, I don't know. All I know is that right now on the price action chart, we have broken out of consolidation and we're testing this 342, 345 range again. I really would love to see us get above this in the next 30 minutes. I would love to see a close above 345. That would be absolutely beautiful. Yeah, let's see. Scott Russell says, yes, it's an amendment from single trigger to double trigger. I need to look these terms up. I have no idea what this means. Let me pull it up for us. Hold on. Okay, so it is exactly what we read earlier. Let me put this back on. So basically, okay, so it is what it sounds like. So instead of a single trigger, it's double. So there has to be two events for whatever is happening to happen, I guess. It makes sense. I'm gonna put this in the chat if you guys want to read this. Here you go. Put it straight in the chat for you. If you wanted to know what the difference is, this is the link. Let me get it to you. There you go. I'm not going to sit here and read through all this right now, but I'll read it when we get off stream. But the end of this says, single trigger acceleration remains relatively less common, and investors will often be more likely to push back against such provisions. This will not always be the case in a transaction. Acquirers often have their own plans. So again, this has to do with someone acquiring a company. I mean, it literally says acquirers often have their own plans and ideas for incentivizing their employees. If an unvested option or equity award terminates in connection with a transaction, then technically there will be no unvested options or awards to accelerate if the second trigger, i.e. the qualifying termination, occurs after the transaction. Yeah, this is bullish, I think. Like I said, I don't see why they would do this if something wasn't in the works. Fundamentally, a double trigger is designed to protect a startup employee from being terminated by an acquirer. That right there is all you need to hear, because they in the amendment they switched from a single trigger to a double trigger, and like I said right here, fundamentally a double trigger is designed to protect a startup employee from being terminated by an acquirer in connection with the integration or as an economic decision where the value of the unvested equity into which the employee can vest is materially greater than the cost to the acquirer of finding a replacement for the employee. So guys, it really seems like something might be up. It really does. Seems like a huge fucking deal. The fact that they would switch that from a single trigger to a double trigger, that usually happens when someone's acquiring a company, and we're about to get the June 1st shareholder meeting, and we're about to finish June track testing. It just really all seems like, yeah, Scott Russell, that's exactly what I was going to say. It seems like the acquirer might be asking for this change. I think it seems plausible. It seems reasonable that is what's happening here. Like I said, just read this one sentence. And to know that this 8K was basically an amendment switching from single trigger to double trigger. I'm going to read this again. Fundamentally, a double trigger is designed to protect a startup employee from being terminated by an acquirer. I mean, that is all you need to hear. That's all you need to hear. Double trigger acceleration has become very popular with early stage companies and aims to align the interests of the employees, the investors, and potential acquirers by providing a safety net for key employees, some of whom may be removed in the consolidation during post-closing integration. CFOs and GCs are particularly susceptible, reducing dilution from an automatic acceleration and easing the qualms of the acquirer by preserving the requirement of ongoing services to the company in order to vest. Dude, I mean, I don't know. Is there really any dots that need to be connected here? I mean, we just read what a double trigger acceleration is. Why would they do this if there wasn't someone looking to acquire? I don't know. You guys have to, you guys might be smarter than me. I don't know. But it seems like, I mean, fundamentally, it's to protect employees from getting terminated during an acquisition. That's what it seems like. That's what it seems like. Oh my God. We might get some crazy shit happening here soon, you guys. It might just happen. Eric, what's up, man? Thanks for the emojis. Joseph Garcia says this 8K is also getting the stock to pop. So someone must know what it means. Yeah, I mean, like I said, that just reading this, I didn't know this before. Now I know. And like I said, let's read what a single trigger is actually. So some founders and key executives negotiate into their equity arrangements that they will be entitled to some form of acceleration of the vesting on their equity upon the occurrence of a triggering event. This is not the norm, even for founders and key executives, and very unusual for rank and file startup employees. Typically, the triggering event is the sale of the company, but can also be involuntary termination of employment. Acceleration triggered solely by the sale of the company is called a single trigger acceleration and results in some or all of the vesting restriction lapsing in connection with the sale. This is designed to reward the employee for his or her contribution to the sale of a company. Acceleration triggered only by involuntary termination, sometimes negotiated to be termination without cause or resignation for good reason, is another less common form of a single trigger. Acceleration and may be included as part of an executive severance package. Investors tend to dislike single trigger acceleration upon a sale of concern that it will turn off a potential acquirer. So I think that maybe there is a company that's looking to acquire, and this was requested by the acquirer to file an 8K and change and add an amendment in the change of control that changes to double trigger. What do you guys think? I mean, let me know in the chat. This shit's fucking fire. This is some fire ass news. I'm not even joking. Like, this is crazy. We just hit 345, by the way. Look at this big fat institutional candle. Let's get some rockets in the chat, you guys. We're about to see this thing pop. I mark my words. This is not something that is light. I don't think this is a light thing. This seems very, this seems very good for us. I think they're preparing for something. It really feels like it. It seems like they are preparing for something large. I don't know. There's, reading that and then, learning about single and double trigger makes sense why they switched it. If there's somebody looking to acquire the company, let me know what you think in the chat below. I'm still reading over this just to get a good idea. Like I said, a close above 345 today would almost guarantee 355 tomorrow. I think if we close, and we still could do 355 tomorrow, even if we don't close above 345. But I think looking at this big institutional candle, guys, you can't just look at this one candle. The candle before that was at 303. So realistically, we ran 45 cents today. 45 cents today so far. That's insane. That is a pretty big rip. 45 cents is no joke. All of this is making me pretty large. Yeah, me too. I'm gonna have trouble walking after I stand up. I mean, dude, I'm like the Mavis cheerleader. If there's anything if I die right now, I think I just die. I go down as the Mavis cheerleader. So if I die, Just know that I'm happy. If this goes up, just, enjoy the profits. Let's see here. Eric says you heard it here first. Thanks, man. But yeah, like I said, it really, oh my God, there we go. 347. Let's get it. Hell yeah. 347. Beautiful. About to get this golden cross. Oh my God. Let's get it. Hey, let's go. Let's get it, you guys. It's so funny what a little movement does. Changes the whole sentiment. But like I said, go back and read this yourself. I mean, it looks very, very bullish. I just want to read some more of this. And, the fact that they did this, it says right here, it provides switching to double trigger provides a safety net for key employees, some of whom may be removed in the consolidation during post-closing integration. So, there's two CFOs right now. If they get bought out or they have a merger, they don't need two CFOs anymore. Therefore, one of them has to go bye-bye. And this is a safety net for that person that has to go bye-bye. That's what it looks like to me. I'm going to read this sentence again for all of you that are just joining. Fundamentally, a double trigger is designed to protect a startup employee from being terminated by an acquirer in connection with the integration or as an economic decision where the value of the unvested equity into which the employee can vest is materially greater than the cost to the acquirer of finding a replacement for the employee. Without any acceleration feature, a key contributor could find him or herself in an unfair position of having to be too successful by growing and selling a business before all of his or her equity has been vested and losing the value of that unvested equity if the acquirer decides to not keep the employee around. So basically, they're just providing a safety net, and all the incentive plan and everything will still play out the way it was supposed to play out, even though they're getting bought out or having a merger. That's what it sounds like to me. That is really awesome. Oh, that's a beautiful candle. At 349, let's get it. We might fill the gap today. We have 20 minutes left on the day. We might just fill this gap today. I don't know. If we do that, we might see some downside tomorrow early on and, get the retest here on the consolidation structure, but we might not. We might just keep going. I don't know. Whatever's happening with the stock, the market seems to be liking it. I think a lot of people are taking this as a positive thing, and I don't see how they couldn't. I mean, if you are invested in a company that could be potentially bought out, and you see them file an 8K and create an amendment that says basically they're switching to double trigger to protect key employees from their equity being fucked up after the acquisition, I feel like that's super bullish. I think there's something coming. I really do. You can read between the lines. I mean, it's pretty obvious. Pretty obvious that something is in the works here. I don't know what, but if they're setting up a safety net for key employees and most of these things are done, when there's an acquisition in play, I don't know. Maybe we do have an acquisition in play. Who knows? Who freaking knows? But I just want to call for some rockets again in the chat because we're at 350 on Microvision. We broke out of consolidation and we got some really good news today. So you should be throwing rockets all up in my chat right now because I'm excited. I think we're going to be there soon, guys. I don't see us. I think June is going to be a crazy good month for us. I think we're going to be back above $6-7 by the end of June. That's just my personal opinion. Obviously, there's bias there, but I can't predict the market. But that's what I think. I think that 585 was like a teaser. I think this was a teaser here. This rip to 585. This was a teaser. And then they did a liquidity grab. Makes sense. Now we're consolidating and we're breaking these levels of structure. Everything looks really good, man. Drop some rockets in the chat. Let's get it. Pavilion Air says Summit's favorite word is consolidation. Is it? Let's get a poll going. Are we going to close above 355 today? I'm going to do a poll right now. Make sure you vote. Let's make it happen. Here we go. And by the way, 355 is the gap. All right. So if we close above 355, we've filled the gap. Let's get a poll going. Will Baby Mavis close above 355? Filling 355 today. Filling the gap. Yes or no? Go ahead and vote right now. Right meow. Drop a vote. We need to see where you guys are at. I personally think we might. I think it's very, very possible that we do that. 355 is right here. And actually, it's not even 355. It's a little bit lower, actually. But on the lower time frame, but we'll leave it 355 because on the 4 hour it's 355. So let me know what you think in the chat. Make sure you vote. Let's see what's up. Let's see what everybody thinks. Will we close? Will we fill the gap today or tomorrow? Make sure you drop a vote. Participate. Why else are you here, right? Make sure you vote. Yes or no? Will we close above 355 or not? I'm going to go ahead and say yes. I'm going to say yes. We got 17 minutes left. I think it's highly possible that we close above 355. We need 6 cents. I think it's definitely possible. I'm just super excited about this. I want to keep on reading about this. Every time I read something in here, it just makes me more bullish. Why would they drop this? Why would they drop this? It just doesn't make sense why they would put this out. You really got to look at this from like why? Why would they put this out? I mean, they have to put it out if something's about to happen. If they change any kind of wording in any of these things, in any of the previous 8Ks, they have to let us know, and that's what they're doing. And they wouldn't have changed it if there wasn't a reason. They're providing a safety net for key employees because they're probably about to get bought out or merged or something. I don't know. It seems like there's definitely a reason why they dropped it, and that's what a double trigger is. It protects key employees and it protects the acquirer. That's what it is. I think we're about to see something crazy happening pretty soon, you guys. I really do. I really do. Right now, 348. I sure hope we do. But even if we close above 345, we're still good. That's still a really, really, really solid close for the day. Look at this big institutional candle. And I said this before, you can't just look at this candle. You got to look at this one too, because this one is basically green. I know it's red, but it's actually green because this took us down to 303 and then we ripped up. Look at the wick on this candle. There's almost no body. That's a nice bullish hammer candle. All right, that's a nice bullish hammer candle. And not only is it a nice bullish hammer candle, it's one that took us above the 50 SMA on the 4 hour. I mean, what the heck? That's super bullish. All right, we got 40 people in here and 16 votes. Guys, hit yes or no on the vote. We need a couple more people to vote before I turn it off or close it. Make sure you vote. Will we close above 355 today or not? Make sure you vote. It's at the bottom of the chat. All you got to do is click yes or no. All right, 349. Let's see here. So, yeah, basically go read this. And if you want to know what they actually did. Let's read this top part. Single trigger acceleration refers to the partial or full acceleration of vesting of someone's options or stock based on the occurrence of a single event, i.e. that event is the trigger for acceleration. Double trigger acceleration refers to the acceleration based on the occurrence of two events. In that case, each event is a trigger, and if both events occur, that constitutes a double trigger. Oh man, I don't see why they would put this out if there wasn't something brewing. I really just don't. I don't see why they would do it. And I'm no business guru. I do price action, and I don't know the ins and outs of businesses and acquisitions and everything like that. A lot of you probably know more than me when it comes to that. So, but this to me, I don't know. It looks very good. And I mean, look at this. Double trigger acceleration, as the name implies, requires two events to trigger the acceleration. Most typically, the sale of the company and the involuntary termination of the employees, usually within 9 to 18 months after closing. And they got a 2-year extension, right? Was it 2 years or 1 year in the AK? Did it say 2 years? I think it says within 2 years. Yeah, so designated participant as any termination of such individual's employment on or during the 2-year period following a change of control. All right, so 2 years, which makes sense. 9 to 18 months. Okay. Typically with 9 to 18 months. Let's see here. 3 months or shorter to counter any preemptive termination by the company to avoid a payout. Typically, the qualifying termination means termination of employment by the company without cause, but can also include resignation by the employee for good reason, i.e. a cut in pay, mandated relocation, or significant downgrade of duties. I don't know. It just seems bullish to me. I can't for the life of me understand why they would do that. By the way, we hit 350. Let's go. By the way, we hit 350. Let's go. Make sure you vote. I'm going to hold this vote up for 30 more seconds. So if you haven't voted, just hit yes or no in the chat. It's right there. Will Baby Mavis close about 355 today, fill in the gap? Yes or no? Drop your votes. About 25 seconds left before I close it. Love to see where everybody's at. If you think we can close 6 cents above where we are now in the next, 12 minutes, vote yes. If not, vote no. I close it off in about 10 seconds, so get your vote in. I'm about to do it right now. We're closing it. You better vote. You better vote. All right, we're closing it. If it'll let me. Hold on. I don't know if it'll let me. There we go. Close poll. Let's see. Oh, did I mess it up? I might have messed that up. Is it going to show the stats? Oh, man, I think I messed it up. Did I? I feel like it should pop up here. Oh, it's not going to show it for you guys. All right. 65% say yes, I think, and the rest say no. So I accidentally closed it. My bad. I'm sorry, 71%. 71%. Yeah, there we go. 71% say yes. There we go. Okay, 71% say yes. Hey, it's okay. Hey, we might not close 6 cents above. Who knows? It is what it is. I'm not mad about it. If you don't think so, there you go. 70% say yes. 29% say no. So we'll see. It's going to be hard. I think we need to rip a little here. 6 cents is quite a move in 10 minutes. But like I said, even if we don't, just closing above 345 is really, really good for us. But I'm happy, man. I'm really excited about this. I will definitely be on tomorrow morning to stream. So if you guys want to show it tomorrow morning, that'd be cool. If not, I'll see you when I see you. But we're going to stream it for the next 10 minutes till close. So, yeah, we got 10 minutes left, and we're going to go over this one more time. I'm going to look through some of these comments on Reddit and see if we can extract anything of value from people who have been in something like this before. Because I don't know, I haven't. So if you have been part of a company that's been acquired or something like that, let me know what happened. How did it play out? What happened? I'm interested. No new real comments here. Let me go back to the 8K filing. Here we go. Should have bought this morning. I was gonna too. I was actually gonna drop 1,000 this morning. I should have did that. I should have just did it at 303. I knew it too. I knew we were at the bottom of the consolidation. I didn't know this was gonna happen, but I feel like we were gonna fill that top gap maybe. The 50 SMA was like right there. I just looked like a good spot. It's gonna be funny when people start when those old school dudes that so we're talking about Mavis to begin with start talking about it again. I just think they're clowns. If you sold at 975 and you talked bad about Mavis, and now that something's happening, you're back in talking good about it. I don't know. You're a clown in my opinion. You are a clown. The real ones stuck around, man. The real ones, the real Mavis OGs, they're in my freaking chat. They're in my Discord. So shout out to all you dudes that stuck around and held through all this shit. I mean, honestly, you guys are real ones. Jason W says, Future Me says, I made millions on Mavis buyout. Let's get it. Pavilion Errors, I'm not even going to say any names, but you already know. You already know, man. A lot of these dudes pumped this thing up and then bailed. I'm the only one left. I promise you. You will not find someone else on YouTube that has stuck through this shit. You won't find them. I'm the only one. I mean, go type in Microvision and see if you find anybody else that continues to talk about it but me. There's really not anybody. So where are we at right now? 350. So even if we close at 350, I'm happy with that. I really am. I'm $1 away from being break even, you guys. $1. My average is $4.49. I am literally break even, $1 away. I should probably DCA here, but I'm not going to. I have enough shares and I have enough invested here. I don't really need to do it. I could do it and, set myself up for, some more gains. But I think with 449 average, 9,300 roughly shares, I'm good. I know we'll be back over $5. It's not even a question in my mind. So I'm not too worried about averaging down 50, 60 cents. Not really that big of a deal to me. But if you have an average over $8, $9, I would definitely consider. To be honest, I would. I mean, just as a friend, not as some dude on YouTube that's trying to pump a stock. I mean, that's not me. I'm telling you as a friend. Like, consider averaging down. I promise you. Like, you're going to be happy with the decision at some point. I don't know when. At some point you will, though. The dude who bought his house, that's my boy Space Warehouse. Yeah, he's still in. I think he averaged down, actually. If I'm not mistaken, I remember him saying something about grabbing another bag. So maybe he averaged down. I hope he did. That dude's a real one, too. I like that guy a lot. He's got good energy. I like that dude. Brett Smith says 15 cents from break even, done averaging down. Yeah, like I said, I'm $1 away. I'm not too worried about it. I think we'll be back above $5 in the short term. I think by the end of June. I personally think, even with what's going on in the market, everything just going, taking everything into account, I still think Mavis will be over $5 by the end of June. And that's just with everything included. That's not even including what just happened today. I was thinking this before today. So the fact that we have this AK filed and they're clearly trying to protect key employees from being terminated or something, from an acquisition or, an acquirer, I feel like that's just the icing on the cake for me. I'm not worried at all. And I think we're all going to be very fucking happy in the near future. I really do, man. I'm not just saying this. I really do. All of you that have higher averages that can't DCA, I'm telling you, just hold tight. HODL is the strategy, man. Time in the market will always beat timing the market. It just will. All right. If you have conviction, if you had conviction at $14, $15, there's no reason why you shouldn't have conviction now. Right. It doesn't make sense. Short-term price action is just that. It's short-term price action. This has nothing to do with the actual stock. We know what we hold. We know that this stock in the future will be tapping into gigantic markets, liquid markets. We already know that. So whether we get acquired, we get bought out, we merge, or we sell our LiDAR, we're going to be in the profit. All right. We just are. There's nothing else to say about it. I mean, who cares what happens? I don't care if we get bought out or not. We start selling LiDAR, you're going to see price go up. It's just that simple. Vuzi just shot up. Nice. I'm $2 away from break even. Willie, so let's get an average check, by the way, in the chat. Let everybody know, including me, how many shares you have and what's your average. Drop it in the chat right now. Let's all compare our averages. Right now, for me, I have roughly 9,300 shares. My average is $4.49. Let me know what you guys are at. Willie's at 6,000 shares at 655. Nice. Nice. You're going to be happy with that, brother. You're going to be happy with that. Cumble 1337, 972 shares at 720. Nice. That's a good setup. You're going to be happy in the future. Zach Zaidman says 1108 at 438. You're pretty close. You're right there with me. Pretty close to my average. 8 My Wall 8, 13,000 shares at 306. You bastard. You're trying to flex in here. I see you, brother. I see you. 13,000 at 306. Yikes. You're gonna be a rich man. Brett Smith, 4,300 at 364. That's good. You're pretty close. Jimmy Winkleman, 8,704 shares at 574. Nice. That's good. VRL, what's up, man? 863 at 1173. Now, you're not dead. We're coming for you, bro. And like I said, as a friend, consider averaging down. Find some liquidity. Free up some money. I don't know, but doing it now is you're gonna help yourself. But even so, even at 1173, you're still below their bottom range, right? Like their bottom incentive target was $12. It was 12, 18, and 36. So I think you're gonna be happy in the future too, even with an 1173 average. Patrick says 1979 at 77. Nice. Busted Knuckles 9,723 shares at 713. Nice. Joe A says 2,500 at 348. That's pretty good. We got 3 minutes on close, by the way. Oh, cruising along. I see you, bro. 16,000 at 301. You lucky bastard. Good shit, man. You're already happy. Nice, good stuff though. I know. I think the person who has the most shares is, what's his name? I forgot his name. He has a lot of shares though. He has a lot of shares. Oh, wow. Jason W, 19,000 shares at $1.70. That's some real shit right there. That ain't no joke, bro. That is no joke. We got 2 minutes left till close. 349 on the ticker. It doesn't look like we're going to get above 355, but hey, at least the sentiment was good. As long as we get above we close above 345, we're good. Tomorrow should be a good day. We might, guys, just keep this in mind. When we have big moves like this, you can't just take the first candle. Both these candles are in play. So we went from 304 up to 350. We're going to have a pullback. I think we're going to have a pullback tomorrow after we fill the gap. I think early in the morning, we come up and fill the gap and then get the pullback to structure, hopefully find support here, and then make the higher high above this 200 SMA. That is what we hope to have happen, because if we find support where resistance once was, that is bullish, and that is literally what we want to see fucking happen. All right, I don't want to see anything else. I want to see us fill the gap and come back down for a retest and then break above that 200. That is when we know that $4 is in play. All right, you guys, I was going to make a video, but if you're listening right now, that is how we know. If we fill the gap, come back for a retest, find support, and get above the 200 around 375, that is how you know $4 is actually in play. All right, that's just it. We got 1 minute till close, 349 on the ticker. I hope you guys show up tomorrow morning, man. It's been cool having 50 plus people here today. That's been pretty dope. So if you guys want to follow Mavis tomorrow, make sure you come back at the bell tomorrow. I will be here maybe a little after, maybe around like 9:30, something like that. But I will be on tomorrow morning. Let's see. Renzo Diaz is 19,000 at 190, but have about 1,000 more with different prices. Nice, dude. Nice. All right, well, it's the end of the day. Guys, looks like we're going to close about 349, so I appreciate y'all for being here. Thank y'all very much. I hope you had a good time. I had a good time, and I learned something. I learned what double trigger was. I didn't know what it was before today, so I'm always learning shit doing this. So let's get some rockets in the chat for Mavis, guys. Good recovery, nice bounce, nice rip out of consolidation. Probably filling the gap tomorrow, and I think we're going to see a $4 plus share price the next day or two. So let's get some rockets in the chat, man. Let's get it. I can't wait to see what happens in June. I really can't. I'm super excited. I feel like we're going to get some good news. And this is just, more icing on the cake, man. It really is. This AK, go read through it and then read what a double trigger is. Seems bullish to me. I don't know. Seems pretty fucking bullish, if you ask me. I got to drop some rockets too, by the way. Let's get it. I'm going to drop bulls and rockets. And some moons. And some fire. Let's go. All right, we did close. 349 on the close. Good close day, guys. Good stuff. I'm going to head out. Thank you guys for being here. I really appreciate it. Sorry we crashed earlier. We got back on. You guys showed back up. Thank you. Much love. If you guys want to join my Discord team, please send me an email, zonetradinggroup@gmail.com. Again, that is zonetradinggroup@gmail.com. It's a $50 one-time pledge to get you lifetime access, all right? If you want to join the YouTube team, hit the join button below this video. 3 levels of support. If you guys like me, you like what I'm doing, think about doing it. And I'll see you guys tomorrow morning, all right? Peace and love from my end. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace.